Hey, Matt Brown here. This is probably going to be one of the shortest and easiest songs that we've worked on yet. So this is Jesus Doesn't Want Me for a Sunbeam, Vaseline song that Nirvana covered for the Unplugged one. So with this, we're going to be playing down a half step, every string down a half step, and we're in the key of A. And the song exclusively uses the 1, 4, and 5 chords in A. So if that's a concept that's unfamiliar to you, all the numbers mean is you're taking the chord built off the first, the fourth, and fifth notes of the scale. So in the case of the key of A, your 4 chords are going to be A is your 1, D is your 4, E is your 5. So an important thing to talk about with the A chord itself is that there are many different ways to play it. You might have seen this, with different chord diagrams. You can do it with like fingers 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Some people might just do it with a bar. In the key of A, I think it's easiest to do the 2, 1, 3 fingering. And the reason being is if you're going from A to D, your first finger doesn't have to move. If you're going A to E, the first finger just slides back. E to D is an easy transition then too, because you're just sliding the first finger up and other fingers around it. Okay, so anyway, the actual chord progression itself is E, D to A. So 1 measure of E, 1 measure of D, and 2 measures of A. So here's the rhythm. It's what I was playing a second ago. Okay, so the rhythm that we're doing here is 1, 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4, and 1, and so on and so forth. Or the strumming rhythm direction that we're doing is down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay, so one thing that you want to throw in there to get this sounding exactly like the song is you're throwing in over the A chord an A suspended chord sound. So that happens on the 4 and of the first measure of A. And all you're doing there, if you're fretting your A chord like this, is adding the pinky finger at the 3rd fret of your 2nd string. Okay. So now for the verse part of this song, the chord progression is exactly the same, but what he does is, since, dynamically the song comes down during the verse part, he's just arpeggiating the chords instead of fully strumming them. So it gives you a little quieter sound. So you get something like this. That kind of idea. He's just improvising it. It's not like a set pattern that he's doing or anything like that. Okay, so what happens at the end of the verse is you get the E, arpeggiated a little bit more. And then you have a build-up on the A chord, doing all down strum, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and build up the dynamics a little bit there too. So when you go back to the chorus, which is this part, so what you're going to do for the chorus, I just played it, is the E to D 3 times. And then the A chord thing to the A sus, again, kind of like the other sections. At the end of the song, the chorus is played a little bit longer. It's extended, so that's something to be aware of. So yeah, all we have left really to talk about is if you want to play the accordion part or little melody that happens when the vocal part isn't there. We'll take a look at that next. So here's how you can sort of emulate that accordion on guitar. something like that will get the job done. So what you're doing over the E chord is starting with an E note. So that's 9, 7, back to 9. And over the D chord, we're going down to a D note at the 7th fret. And so that's what he does over the D chord. So that's 7, 7, 5, 7, 6, and then over the A chord. So what that is, it's you're implying like the root note and the sus4 of the A sus4 chord. So those are just 7th fret notes, and then since the chord is going back to a regular A chord, you can throw that C sharp note in there. Like that. So that's what I'm doing. And that note's at the 6th fret of your 3rd string. So really that's all there is to this song. You know, if you need extra help, or you know the drill with all these lessons, or you need the tabs, anything like that, just get a hold of me. Alright, thanks guys. I'm going to do all of the covers that they did on the Unplugged session. So I'm going to do also The Man Who Sold the World, Where Did You Sleep Last Night, as well as the 3 Meat Puppet songs. So Oh Me, Lake of Fire, and Plateau. Okay, so stick around. Also going to do, you know, the rest of In Utero, Nevermind, and Incesticide in time. So see you guys around. Thanks a lot.